Today I want to talk about how, as a client, you might get started with a new website project and work with me to prepare a website design brief. These three statements describe the most common start points for my web projects. But every once in a while, a requirement arrives for a genuinely new website, and of course this is an exciting prospect for me. Sometimes branding is already well defined, and sometimes it isn't. Jonathan gave a superb talk on branding a couple of weeks ago, and it's well worth speaking to him and to Claire about branding. I will reiterate one aspect though, and that is that the company's brand is much more than just the visual aspects such as logo, colour scheme, typography and more. It's really the overall personality, tone of voice and ethos of the business. It's fair to say though that for the majority of new websites or complete redesigns that I receive, I usually get a picture of the logo, a description of the home page and what it should look like, and possibly some ideas of colour, and very little else. For me, the most important component of a website is the content, and for most websites this is mainly text. Perhaps my point of view is because I'm more left brain, but there are other reasons why the textual part of the content is so very important. Search engines use an index of websites mainly built around the words, and so the more relevant words that you can put on your website, the more likely it is that you'll be found. In most cases, your website's message and call to action will also be some form of words. If you agree with these three statements, you'll see how someone requiring a new business website should be able to start by writing down a draft of the text for their proposed website. This may be used directly, or better still, will provide a start point for specialists such as a copywriter, a marketing person, a branding specialist, a graphics designer, etc. Rather than starting by thinking about what should go on your home page and what your logo should look like, think about your potential customers and what phrases they might type into Google in order to find you. Write text for landing pages that are built around these key phrases. At this stage, don't worry about the other pages of the site. By starting with the content of the landing pages, you will naturally structure your site in a way that reflects the interests and the priorities of your prospective customers, rather than the way that reflects the business owner's view of his or her business. Once you've prepared the text for every landing page that you can think of, start to consider which products, services and other aspects of your company these landing pages relate to, and then only then prepare the text for the more traditional core pages of your website, and make notes showing how each landing page links to a particular core page. If you can produce this without thinking too much about the look of the website, you will already be a long way down the search engine optimization path. You'll have an excellent website specification that would get me off to a good start for building your website, or better still, pass this to Claire to improve the copywriting, and to Jonathan as input for him to create your new branding. If you've done all this, you should have a very good start point for a brand new website.